Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
A new report reveals nearly 2,500 Christian hate crimes occurred in Europe, with one country receiving the most attacks. In its Intolerance and Discrimination Against Christians in Europe Report 2024, the Observatory on Intolerance and Discrimination Against Christians in Europe identified 2,444 anti-Christian hate crimes, which were documented by police and civil society. The attacks occurred in 35 European countries in 2023, including 232 personal attacks on Christians, such as harassment, threats, and physical violence. France was the country that received the most attacks. These figures include data from the Office for Democratic Institutions and Human Rights and Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, which found 1,230 anti-Christian hate crimes recorded by 10 European governments in 2023. This is up from 1,029 recorded by governments in 2022. The ODIHR and OSCE Hate Crime Data Report is also released on November 15th in view of the International Day of Tolerance. According to OIDAC Europe, countries of particular concern were France, with nearly 1,000 anti-Christian hate crimes in 2023, the United Kingdom, where incidents rose to more than 700, and Germany, which saw a 105% increase in anti-Christian hate crimes, rising from 135 in 2022 to 277 in 2023. In addition to violent attacks, OIDAC Europe's report also found discrimination against Christians in the workplace and in public life in some European countries, leading to increasing self-censorship among Christians in Europe. The past year has also seen a number of restrictions on religious freedom by European governments, ranging from bans on religious processions to the targeting of Christians for the peaceful expression of their religious beliefs.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Pope Francis welcomed 1,300 poor people to the Vatican for a special lunch in the Paul VI Audience Hall on the Church's World Day of the Poor. This year's theme was "The Prayer of the Poor Ascends to God." Vatican News reported that during the lunch, Pope Francis expressed his gratitude to all those in dioceses and parishes around the world who have undertaken initiatives of solidarity with the most destitute. The special lunch for 1,300 guests welcomed by Pope Francis was offered by the Italian Red Cross, with around 340 volunteers serving the meal. At the day's Angelus, just prior to the lunch, Pope Francis explained that November 17th was the World Day of the Poor. And he said we can all ask ourselves these questions. Do I go without something in order to give it to the poor? When I give alms, do I touch the hand of the poor person and look him or her in the eyes? Brothers and sisters, let us not forget that the poor cannot wait. Cardinal Konrad Krajewski, the papal almoner and prefect of the Dicastery for the Service of Charity, which organized the banquet, and explained to the Vatican's media why Pope Francis never tires of repeating this annual gesture, as it simply follows the example of Jesus to restore dignity to people. Rosario Valastro, president of an association that distributes products and food parcels daily to help the homeless in response to the needs and requirements of so many people, emphasized the value of the beauty that lies in simple things and small gestures. The lunch menu included lasagna with vegetables, beef meatloaf stuffed with spinach and cheese, mashed potatoes, fruit, and dessert. Following the meal, each person was given a free backpack offered by the Vincentian Fathers, Congregation of the Mission, containing food and personal hygiene products. The Dicastery for Evangelization, over the past week, has provided for the needs of the neediest with various charitable initiatives, including the payment of bills for the neediest families through contacts with parishes. This initiative was made possible through the traditional generosity of Italy's Unipol Sai insurance company. The Mother of Mercy outpatient clinic that works with the Dicastery to support those living in precarious conditions closed last night with a river of charity. Its director, Massimo Ralli, noted, "Thanks to the many volunteers who have made it possible to welcome and visit almost 1,000 poor people this week." Parish and diocesan communities around the world have responded to the invitation to place the needs of the poor in their neighborhoods at the center of their pastoral activities through concrete gestures of solidarity.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Pope Francis revealed the canonization date of Carlo Acutis and Pier Giorgio Frassati. The Pope also announced that the Vatican will host a world meeting on children's rights on February 3, 2025, with the theme, Love Them and Protect Them. Pope Francis announced the dates of canonization for the two blesseds will be in 2025. The famous gamer, techie, teen from Assisi, Italy, blessed Carlo Acutis, is set to become the first millennial saint during the Jubilee for Adolescence from April 25th to the 27th, 2025. In a statement, the Archbishop Domenico Sorrentino of Assisi, the location of the body Acutis, affirmed the news, noting that the teen will be canonized during a special Mass celebrated by Pope Francis on April 27, 2025, in St. Peter's Square at 10:30 a.m. The second new saint will be Pier Giorgio Frassati, who 35 years after his beatification is scheduled to be canonized during the Jubilee for Young People held on July 28th to August 3rd, 2025. Canonization means that a person is officially recognized as a saint in heaven by the Catholic Church.
Please subscribe to our channel.
A Catholic priest is among 37 people, including former President Jair Bolsonaro, charged in Brazil for an alleged coup. Father José Eduardo de Oliveira e Silva, a priest of the Diocese of Osasco in São Paulo, is accused by the government of partaking in a coup against the country's president Lula da Silva. They are charged under suspicion of plotting the violent abolition of the democratic rule of law, plotting a coup d'état, and belonging to a criminal organization. Charges arose from the investigation by the federal police into an alleged plot to assassinate then President-elect Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, his vice president Geraldo Alckmin, and Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes. At 43 years old, the priest is an influential figure on social media, accumulating more than 400,000 followers on Instagram. He became known for offering courses on various topics, such as spiritual battle, the Bible, and marriage on the platform. However, he had also been mentioned in a federal police operation in February 2024. In response to the indictment, Father José Eduardo spoke out on social media, claiming that his summons to testify before the federal police, scheduled for early November, is the result of errors in the investigation conducted by the Supreme Federal Court. He categorically denied any involvement in actions aimed at breaking the rule of law or participating in meetings to break the constitutional order. The priest described the accusations as fiction and stated that his alleged involvement in coup attempts is unfounded.
Watch our program every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Catholic News World's channel. God bless.